This is the country life. Ain't no better way to live. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. To me, the country life is the best way to live. It's the best way. All right? And no matter where I'm at, what country I'm in, the country life is always my preferred method of living. You know what I'm saying? And usually the countryside, there's not too many, the government reach and development is usually not that great. It's like that in America too, on the countryside. You know, there's places in America where there's no internet, you know, no infrastructure, development, money. Oh, the money's there. There's just the politicians, you know, they steal it, you know, in America. They steal it in America. So, you know, but the people, what I like is that the people themselves, because they don't get assistance from the government, they have to rely on themselves. They have to rely on community, because community is the only way that they're going to be able to live and thrive as a group of people, right? And what you hear in the background is pounded yam being made, the old-fashioned way. Pounded yam. They got to take breaks. Well, they be having some strong backs. And then we got the other ladies over here, you know, wrapping up the banana leaves that I made, you know, making the food. You got the old-fashioned fire over there, cooking something up in there. This is just what's happening. Pounding the yam. Yep. There's two of my goats right there. You know, we're gonna get them ready right there. You know, so that's pretty much what I got going. This started last night. We were cooking all these fish, big old huge thing of fish. We were cooking. So, I mean, all sorts of food. Because I bought this big huge thing of fish. So we were eating that. It was kind of like a snack fish. And now we're gonna cook. I mean, I'm not cooking. I got these ladies doing the cooking. You know, obviously I'm paying them. You know, I'm not having them. They've been helping me out. You can't do nothing on your own. And that's one thing I think we need to learn. You can't do anything on your own. Community, when you have the power of community, and that's why I always say building relationships is important, right? Your ego, right? Some people, the egos get in the way of accomplishing anything and having a peaceful life, a peaceful existence, because everybody wants to be the boss that does everything. They want to do everything. They want to control everything. They don't want to give up any duties to anybody. They want to do everything all on their own themselves, because they don't want to trust at all. Now, yes, it's hard to trust, you know, it's hard trusting people, but I mean, you have to take that risk. Just like investing, you have to take a risk in losing your money. Sometimes when trusting, you have to take a risk in somebody screwing you over. But if you make the right decisions, if you try to pick the right people, you go about it the right way, you can socially engineer a community around you that will do things for you and with you, right? So these people are doing this with me, and they're not my underlings, you know what I'm saying? They're not lesser than me, right? Everybody here is equal. Just because I'm a chief and some of these people are not chiefs doesn't make me any better than them, any more important than them, any more value than them. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these ladies are chiefs, actually, to be honest. Like, you know, we're all, you know, these ladies are chiefs too. Well, some of them are, some of them are not. But even so, there's respect, right, that they have. And that's what I love about African culture, African-centered culture, right? Because African-centered culture has you respecting the woman and seeing them as equal, but within their own role. African-centered culture is about community. All children are your children, even if you didn't birth them. You know that saying, brother from another mother? That's something that they live here. All these children are my children. They all will call me daddy. They call all adults daddy. That's respect. They're all my children. They'll call you auntie, daddy. That's just what we use. And African Americans, we still hold on to parts of that culture ourselves, because we are, in fact, mainly Nigerians, right? And so I always keep saying, if you want to go home, go to Nigeria. Now, I know a lot of African Americans are going to other places, and they're having success, and I know the people are great, but you will really, really, truly recognize yourself as an African American if you come to Nigeria. The way they are, the way they just the culture itself. Even though, like I said, we've lost a lot of our culture due to the things we've been through, but that part that's missing is here. You see your grandma. You see, you know, like when you go to family reunions and cookouts and things like that, you see that here. Like me sitting right here, it reminds me of the days when I would go to the big family reunions and the big cookouts, and the old men were sitting on one side, and the ladies, older women, were sitting on one side, and the younger ladies be helping the older ladies, and there's a ton of respect. Last night I was sitting with a bunch of male chiefs. We were sitting right there. We had chairs right there. We were just sitting there eating fish and drinking 7-Up, by the way. 7-Up. No alcohol, 7-Up. Even though I think they were drunk, right? Just like old men, right? At night, they're sipping on their little cups or whatever they had, you know. And we were just sitting there, and the women was over here. They were sitting there in their own spot, talking, and the kids were bouncing around, you know, just doing whatever they're doing. And then some of them, you try to kick them back in the house, and they come outside anyway, just playing. It's very familiar, right? And the good thing is that in Nigeria, everybody's speaking English. So if you're African American, you can come here, and communication is easy. I know some of these other countries are speaking French and stuff like that. So, you know, that could be difficult if you don't know French, you know. But here, communication is easy. Even though they speak their own language, communication is easier here, you know, because we all speak the British, we all speak the language of our colonizer and our oppressor. So that's unfortunate, but fortunate for us, that does still allow us to be able to communicate and talk. So that's what we're doing, see, chilling. And you know what? African women dress beautifully. It don't matter where they at, they dress beautifully. Beautifully, right? And every one of these people that you, all the women will remind you of a woman that you know in your family. So it's like 8 in the morning. These people, I don't know if they went to sleep last night. I know I went to sleep. I think I slept for like a couple hours. Then I woke up, went back to my house, took a shower, and came back. And they're going to be cooking all day. They're going to be cooking all tomorrow, because this ain't ending. What's this, Friday? This is not going to end until Sunday. This is a 3-day event. 3-day event. And throwing a party, you know, for the chiefs and then for the general public. And just overall having a good time. And I like to do that when I come here, when I can afford it. And we're doing it. And it reinforces community. It shows the community that I'm a part of the community. And I like that the African Americans that's in Nigeria, unlike being in all the other countries, we're very silent, right? And African Americans in Nigeria are integrating within the communities. They're not making enclaves to separate themselves like Chinatowns and all these little Korea towns. We're not doing that. When you come to Nigeria, you know, you're integrating. Whatever level of society you're in, whether you live in the upper class societies with the super nice houses, because yeah, I mean, there are places where you can go, houses that look just like any upscale house in America, you know, anything like that, right? You can go to middle class Nigeria. I prefer a country. That's me. I prefer countryside Nigeria because I feel most comfortable in the countryside with the country type people. That's just me. But anyway, I just wanted to make that point, show you, you know, kind of like what I'm doing here. And there'll be more videos to come. You know, I'm putting my, like I told people, I'm putting my afrothinktank page on hold for a while for a few reasons, because I got 2 strikes. Apparently, you know, when black folks talk about certain issues, we get striked. You know, when you're talking about positive things or black empowerment, we get strikes. So I'm gonna chill out on that channel. Plus, I want to grow this channel a little bit bigger. So I'll just concentrate on this channel because, you know, the algorithm don't like positive black power. They don't like that shit. They don't like it. Now, if I was talking shit about these black women, oh yeah, oh yeah, they will push the video, no problem. You know, no controversy. If I was talking shit about black men, if I was talking shit about African Americans, if I was talking shit about African Caribbeans, if I was talking shit, if I was talking negative, if I was destroying and reinforcing negative stereotypes about my community, I would have 100,000 subscribers, making a ton of money, because that's what they want. But when you have channels like me, I know that this type of content don't pay, and I'm not worried about it paying anyway, right? But I'm not gonna lose my channel because I'm being attacked by the system. So I'll concentrate on this channel, and I'll put everything here, grow this channel. In the meantime, between time, I'll be throwing videos to kind of show you what is the African American doing here in Nigeria. What is my experience? You know, African American experience in Africa via Nigeria. Anyway, that's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn some, teach them. I'm out.